Welcome one and all, welcome to Hollywood and welcome to the red carpet for the premiere of Island Dreams, the movie. What? No, it's perfectly plausible. This lot? Nah, this lot lap it up. I told them 2 weeks ago I was escaping from a Mongolian labour camp and they believe that. No, trust me, it's fine, they won't suspect a thing. Honestly. So welcome one and all, what a night it has been. The great and the good of Hollywood are out in support. Nom has been signing autographs for a couple of hours now, but we've left ourselves a little bit of a clash. We've got the movie premiere tonight, but at the same time the boys are out in Iraq, ready for our last warm-up fixture before the second round of qualifiers. So we've got to go straight from the movie theatre to the airport and fly our way out to Iraq pronto, the old Donald Rumsfeld route they call it. But I've arranged with the movie studio that they're going to allow us to watch the trailer to Island Dreams first, so that we get a little flavour for what everybody else is going to be enjoying at the premiere. So without further ado, let's get into the theatre. Come on, Nom, time to go, son. Oh, sorry. Excuse me, madam. Sorry, breathe in. It's coming through. Sorry. Nathan, good to see you. Liking that t-shirt, by the way. Looking very smart. Did you decide who you were going to bring as your date in the end? Ah, Tammy Lynn, of course. Great to see you. Nathan's always telling me you're the only woman in his life. Oh, sorry. Crystal didn't expect to see you here as well. Moving on, who else is in? Oh, Nom, I thought we agreed you were going to sit down the back. No one's going to be able to see over your great big massive sweet Juanito. I can only apologise, I'm sorry. Packed house tonight. We got any celebrities in?
Hey.
Oh, Gosling made it. Nice that he could make the time. Thought he might have pre-season training. Anybody else? Dom? Dom's here. Dom, are you going to be able to see back there? How's your eyesight? Oh, it's okay, is it? Well, wonder. Oh, okay, well. Oh, we're being shushed. I think they're about ready to start the trailer. Lights are about to go down. We'll watch this and then I'll see you straight for the Iraq game.
In the heart of the Pacific Ocean lies a collection of tiny islands. Just 50,000 people call these tranquil shores home. You could go your entire life and never hear of these distant lands. But one day, a llama left his home in Birmingham. Don't worry, folks, the accent is barely noticeable and he will be subtitled in the movie. And the llama traveled 7,000 miles to pursue his dream of being a soccer coach. But the llama was not the only one with a dream. Soccer fans across the islands had their own dream. Competitive soccer for Northern Mariana is only contested every 2 years, competing against regional powerhouses such as Guam, Mongolia, and Macau. Only one nation progresses to the East Asian Championships. Northern Mariana had never qualified from that group. They had never experienced the sweet nirvana of a fourth game of international soccer. But sometimes, the dreams of an island and the dreams of a llama collide. Starring Sean Williamson as Llama and Nom as himself, this fall sees the telling of a tale like no other. One of humble beginnings, one of a brotherhood formed, one of a belief in the power of youth and the wisdom of experience. The story of a man with a God-given talent for taking free kicks. The story of a kidnapped goat called Stephen. Of a crime he did not commit. And banishment to a brutal Mongolian labor camp. A story of 2 years lost, but one friend gained. A tale of the perils of alphabetical order, of career-threatening injuries, of a global conspiracy to rob a nation of its goalkeepers. A story of triumph in the face of adversity, of the refusal to give up. The story of what can happen when an entire island dreams. Rated PG-13. Sean Williamson may not actually appear in this movie. No llamas or goats were seriously harmed during filming.
Goodness me, the turbulence on that flight was bad. Nom started to look a little bit green around the gills in parts there, but we've made it to the stadium in time for kickoff. Maybe we should explain why we've come to Iraq for a friendly fixture. Well, Iraq are ranked 95th in FIFA's world rankings, and we thought it might be a little bit naive to go to a tournament where we're playing the likes of Hong Kong and North Korea without at least testing ourselves out against some kind of similar standard of opposition. So Hong Kong are 102nd in the world, North Korea are 105th. So a game against 95th place Iraq is going to be a decent little trial for the boys today. They have got some players that are eye-wateringly good, and we're going to see a couple of things today. Firstly, can our youngsters cope when we're playing such good opposition, or do we need to bring in some of the more experienced pros, amateurs? And also, can our 4-4-2 stand up against higher quality opposition, or do we need to tweak and modify our tactics and play a little bit more conservatively before we play some of the bigger teams? So we're going to get out there against Iraq. I can already hear the fans in the stadium. I think there's well over 80,000 of them in for today's game. And we're just going to see how the boys fare when they're playing, rather than playing 190th ranked teams in the world, what they're like playing against teams in the top 100. We had a little taster when we played against Andorra in a rigged friendly. We're going to see how the boys get on today. So it is a huge arena for us to be playing in against some very quality opposition. We're going to stick with our positive mentality. We're going to stick with our 4-4-2 and just see how we do against that type of opposition. If it seems like we are being overrun pretty early, well, then we might have to make some changes. So there's Kim Jin Seok running exactly next to one of our other players. Okay, that's the quality of our off-the-ball movement there. And Inzo's gone over the top, and against a team as good as Iraq, they just mop those kind of things up. We've got a very slow and pedestrian back line. We've got the ball clear. All right, look, we're doing okay in the early stages here. And Boggers looks like he's going through. Go on, Boggers. Ooh. Well, I know we're writing Hollywood scripts these days, but we are a goal up against a team ranked in the top 100. All right, a little bit fortuitous. Boggers got tackled and got a second stab at it, but that's a delicate little finish. Deftly placed past the keeper. Interesting. We're not getting excited. North Korea are going to absolutely crush our dreams. But, well, this was worth the trip already. Maybe we can play a 4-4-2. Not doing very well possession-wise, but Iraq, well, they haven't had a highlight yet. Maybe this will change things. Here we go. We've got the ball again. We're playing Juanito out on the right today. Chris Brostrom at 5'2", thought he might struggle against some professional footballers. So Juanito's got a little bit more power and strength, even though he's naturally left-footed. Give the ball away pretty easily, and Kirk Rosoro, she has been caught woefully out of position. She's quick back, to be fair to her. In fact, she's not even playing, is she? That was Kim Jin Seok. No wonder he was so quick. Poor little Kirky. I think she's only got pace of 7. We've gone that ball over the top again, and it's Boggers again. I think the game might have a bug. Maybe this is Sports Interactive's way of apologising, since we outed them for stealing all of our goalkeepers. But we're 25 minutes into the game here. This is Brad Camacho, who we've brought in as a striker, another 17-year-old. He's a a deep lying forward normally. He's played a ball over the top. Boggers. Ooh, we're 2-0 up. Shall we see what happens if we drop it down to balanced? Is that a mistake? Do we need to play a bit more assertively against these bigger teams? We're going to find out. We've gone over the top again. No joy that time. Goodness me. I mean, Iraq have proper players, professional footballers. They don't have anybody that's ranked... Oh, goodness me, they have players that can do that. It's been disallowed. How was that offside? He struck that from 30 yards out. No worries. Look, we won't argue with the ref. All right, 2 of their boys. Not sure they were blocking Nutzel's vision. Maybe Dom's, but not Nutzel's. But they've got proper players. Maybe not of the £4.5 million standard that North Korea are going to bring to the table. But goodness me, that is an impressively pleasing half of football. Did not expect that. What are we going to say? Got to sound a note of caution, I think. Certainly don't go out there and play with freedom. That would be terrible. What about don't get complacent instead? The 2 front men didn't like it, but I fear that's the chat that we've got to give the boys. Now, who's only able to play 45 minutes? It's going to be old Manny Aniana. He's in his 30s now, so his club are being a little bit more cautious with him. He's just got off the back of a long injury, Manny. So we're going to bring on Brian Unser, who we're thinking about taking to the tournament with us. And we're into the highlights again. Here's Kim Jin Seok. Played him because he's very, very quick. And we thought maybe against proper players, a pacey fullback might be useful. Here's Juanito. Again, power and pace. Good. Your guess is as good as mine. Juanito Hook has just drifted in from the right flank and curled a 3rd goal past the Iraqi keeper. Are we playing Iraq or Iraq under 9s? Looks like the full team. Goodness me, we're winning 3-0. This is the most inexplicable result I think we've had. I realise that this is a friendly and that they've dragged one back straight away. Who's this player here? What's he like? These are good players. These are proper players. Why are we winning 3-1? Well, this is going to make the 7-0 defeat to Hong Kong even less palatable, I feel. How were we outdone here? Okay, we've got Pete Cabrera out injured, so we've brought in a 6'1" centre-half who hadn't tracked his man. And even if he had, I don't think he would have been able to beat him in the air. Okay, this is more like it. Majed Jafar has scored, and we're only on 62 minutes. I feel like we could be in a world of trouble here. Why have we gone 3-0 up against Iraq? I don't know. Now we're tossing it away. Weak from set pieces again. Without Big Pete back there. A little bit more vulnerable in the air. Let's get some fresh legs on. Let's see whether that helps things. So let's go Jen Lucio on for Juanito. Let's get Jeffrey Belcher on for Brad Camacho. See how that works. We'll get Edwin Reluccio on for Rasala. And then we can swap Big Norm over and have a bit more height at centre-half. And at least get some fresh legs and a bit more energy on the pitch. Okay, they are coming at us again. No Dale Loans there, 6'6". Here's Jen, fresh on. He's going to take on his man here. He has. Look, I didn't even think we'd have any highlights. I've come here expecting a 3-4-0 defeat. Well, look, it's not over yet. They're coming at us again, but we've gone 3-0 up here. Oh, goodness me. There's only 2 of them. And 2 of us, and we didn't mark either of them. Not so. Got a shoulder on it. Well done. Okay, this is not the worst performance we have ever had. Okay, we just volleyed one over our own bar there. Good decision-making, Jen Reluccio. Fires it high into the crowd. We were undone last time by a corner. Managed to defend that one, but we've given them another set piece. I feel like we're under the cosh a little bit. What happens when we go cautious? It's not our normal way of playing, but we've still got 2 up front. Hopefully we can still thump long balls over. We've got Belcher on now. Acceleration of 15. Maybe he can run on to something. Getting into the last knockings. We're going to go full time wasting here. Let's go. This would be the greatest result I think we've had. A 3-3 draw I still think would be very encouraging. It's Edwin Reluccio. Okay, he's played it in. He's gone over the top. That's not the ball though, is it? Needs a bit more on it. And we've been outdone. And Mohamed Ali. Knockout punch there. Goodness me. Okay, 3-0 up. I suppose it's concerning that we've now shipped 3 goals. That was not the best defending. That's a smart finish, but we didn't really apply any pressure to him. Okay, let's see what happens if we go back to positive. We're about to get thumped now, aren't we? We're going back to positive. That got us 3-0 up. Maybe we should never have dropped it. Maybe we should just try and attack these teams. Are we giving away a penalty now? Okay, good reality check. Who's stepping up for them? Rashid. Good. Nutzel almost moved for that one. He thought about it. He flinched. Osama Rashid. How good a player. Oh my goodness. Okay, physical's not great, but you can see why he tucks a penalty away. Okay, so we're now 4-3 down. This is a little bit more like it. This is what we're expecting against North Korea and Hong Kong, but still I think worth the trip. Maybe we can play a 4-4-2 against these kind of teams, and maybe we can go with a positive mentality. Good little fact-finding mission that. Can't fault your effort, boys. Think you did okay, and that is all of our warm-up games done. So next time you see us, we will be in the tunnel ready to go out for a 4th competitive game of international football against Hong Kong. If this is your kind of thing, well, thank you for coming along for the ride with us. I'd be honoured if you checked out the descriptions down below for links to other FM20 content creators whose channels you might enjoy too. We're going to go away. We're going to get the boys ready, final preparations, and then it's into the 4th game of Island Dreams.